Let's talk about saving time when it comes to creating content on Instagram. Coming up, some of my top time-saving tips for Instagram. Let's do it. I'm Pallen, a brand strategist. Welcome to my channel where I share practical advice to build your brand. Today I'm in Orlando, Florida, and I'm really excited for this video. I feel like everyone can benefit from saving time when it comes to Instagram and content creation, so we're going to talk about that. If you are new to my channel, I talk a lot about Instagram and branding as a whole, and if you are working on your Instagram profile bio, I might recommend checking out my personal brand statement formula worksheet. It's free to download, and it is helpful in guiding you on how to describe yourself to your ideal target market. I'll link to that below. It is totally free. My way of saying thanks for hanging out with me today. Now, let's get into some tips to save time. Time-saving tip number 1. Batch create. I'll explain what this means. You sit down, you set a timer for however long you have, and you create as many posts as possible in that allotted time. The idea is you create more than just one post. You benefit from creating when you are in the zone of content creation. And the argument here is that you can create more posts and better posts when you're in that zone versus the extra time it takes before and after creating. For example, if I create one post every day, that would take me around 1 hour or so for Instagram. And when you factor in brainstorming, researching, designing, graphics, editing, photos, writing captions, finding hashtags, and then posting, that's how long it takes. So if you tally this up every week, if I was to post 5 times, that would take 5 hours total. Now imagine I create my content one day instead, in a 3-hour block every Monday. Let's say Monday morning. I set a timer for 3 hours. I know that I have that long to create 5 posts within the time, so I budget my time accordingly. Best of all, I only have to get in the zone once to be able to focus and to be able to just get through it. Because of that, I do think it's realistic actually to create 5 posts in about 3 consecutive hours. I might need a few little breaks, but that is totally doable. And this saves me, when you tally it up, 2 hours per week versus doing 1 post at a time each day. This will lead me to my second time-saving tip. Tip number 2, schedule your posts. Now, this isn't just the act of scheduling your social media posts. I think there's an entire mind shift to talk about here. Rather than posting on the day or in the moment that you create, shift your mindset to focus on creating content for the future. And I'll explain. After you batch create and finish your content, you can hop over to your favorite scheduler app, so there are lots of them out there, or you can do what I do and go straight to the source. Instagram doesn't have a built-in scheduler tool yet, at least at the time recording this video, but Facebook, which owns Instagram, they do. They have a scheduling tool, and it is called Facebook Creator Studio, and they will allow you to schedule Facebook posts and Instagram posts, including multimedia posts, like a carousel, right? It has multiple images that you have to upload in a certain order. I'll give you a sneak peek if you haven't used it before. Let's take a look. Go to business.facebook.com/creatorstudio, one word. You'll log into your Facebook account. Once logged in, choose the Instagram icon at the top and then select the green Create Post button on the left. You'll choose either Instagram feed or IG video. In this example, I'll select feed post. I'll write or paste my caption and then upload media by selecting add content. Locate your images or video that you'd like to upload, and then you'll have access to all the normal features that you'd have on Instagram, including alt tags and settings. Instead of posting now, you'll click the button in the bottom right and schedule it whenever you want it to go out. It is that simple. That's how you schedule your posts. In fact, that complements my next tip perfectly, so let's keep going. Tip number 3, create a routine. Humans thrive in routine in so many ways, so embrace it when it comes to your Instagram content. What might your routine include? Planning and writing your captions ahead of time, like batch creating. Writing will come easier when you are in the zone. I also think your routine should include posting at a consistent time of day. Now, disclaimer, if you're just starting out or you're not sure what the best time is yet to post for your audience, I recommend experimenting. That is totally acceptable. I recommend experimenting to find when your audience is most active, or if you've got a business or a creator account with access to analytics on Instagram, you can look it up and Instagram will tell you. Here's where to find it. Go to Settings, Insights, and then tap your follower count in the middle. Scroll all the way to the bottom to see your most active times, which you can toggle between hours and days. For me, days aren't that useful. My followers are active every day, but it's useful to see which hours they're most active. You can scroll through each day, and for specifics, click on the graphic to see the numbers associated with each time. Valuable information to learn without even having to leave Instagram. I love when that happens. Experiment posting at these times. I've actually found that my posts do best when I post them earlier in the morning, so that's what I stick with. That's when I show up. I might also add, showing up is more important than fussing with a particular time that you post at. That's important to know. Focus on what really matters, which is being consistent on Instagram. Okay, 2 more tips coming. Tip number 4, create from templates. I love this one. Everything we're discussing today is interconnected. I found that having templates to create from saves me a ton of time. Sure, in the beginning, it might take some extra time to get these set up, and it did for me. But when you scroll through my feed, everything you see here that's not a photo of me is a template. I follow a pattern on my feed, which I find helps me, an order where each template gets reused with new information to share with my audience. This first template I've clicked on is my cleanest and most minimalist design. They're simply text, almost like they're right out of a book, and that's intentional so that I don't waste too many of my content creation minutes on these, and instead focus on a tip or a reminder that my audience finds valuable reading. And I've got others that are definitely more graphic, number tips like 5 ways to do something or 3 best tools for, and once I've created one of these, it's really easy to duplicate them in the future in my preferred graphic design tool, and I just pop over the new information. I found that having these templates helps me decide what to post, almost like walking into a closet and knowing exactly which outfit to wear. I can still customize it, but having the base at least equates to less time creating because no time is spent deciding. So that's some food for thought for you and something that's worked beautifully for me, so I thought I would share it. One more tip. Tip number 5, make time to engage. I've spoken about this before on my YouTube channel, and it's important, so I'm saying it again. With 5 unique verticals on one platform, feed, stories, live, reels, and more on Instagram, it is so easy to get sucked in as a consumer of content. But if you are using Instagram to grow your business, you need to differentiate between what's consumer and what's business behavior. Be aware of your Instagram minutes and use those minutes for business. Business behavior like engaging with comments and other industry-related posts. Scrolling endlessly and DMing with friends, it's easy and it's fun to do on Instagram, but it's not necessarily business behavior. So that's something to be aware of. I'm not saying you can't do it at all. Of course you can, but be conscious and intentional with your time. If you can spend less time on Instagram and focus more on the business use, I think you'll reap the benefits from this approach. At least that's my goal for you. So there you go, 5 time-saving tips on Instagram. These have worked really well for me. Now I want to hear from you. Do you have any time-saving tips or things that you have found have worked well for you? Please share by commenting below. Let's keep the conversation going on down there. I respond to those personally. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a like. That helps other people discover these videos, which we work hard to create for you. And subscribe for more of my videos on branding, positioning, building, and promoting your brand. Next, I'm sharing a few videos that I've done recently on Instagram, which I think you'll be interested in. I'm Phil Pallen. Thanks for watching, and those videos are coming up next.